Okay, well, good evening. Hello, friends, if you are indeed watching. Short notice and a little bit delayed than where I wanted to be, just because it'd be nice to get into Berlin before 9 o'clock, so if we can get a wiggle on, that would be great. I'm probably going to dip out just to use the bathroom in a moment. I think I've got everything running, so let's get outside, get into the jet.
Welcome to Hot Start Flight Support. How can we help you today?
So we are in CSCLB. I'm going to get the packs to turn up early and they can wait if we're not ready. We're going to have 3 crew, 3 passengers, and I need some fuel. The rest, it's all good.
Of course, Captain. I'll get that organized for you right away.
Wonderful. Let's head outside, back to where we left the jet. Here we are, a little bit dark and difficult to see on this particular apron. Frame rate's looking pretty good. Yeah, it's the worst down here, don't know why. Maybe these spill lights. So, let's imagine we're going to the back of the aircraft and going to put the APU battery connection on. Have a quick walk around. These flags don't look great, do they? Odd reflection going on. Obviously that shouldn't be shining through, but hey, that's an explained thing. I'm going to take these out while I'm here. Pins and covers get stored in the door. Not modelled yet. Don't know if it will be, but it doesn't really matter. This is quite cool though, having the battery connector modelled. Obviously a bit better from this side. Doesn't look like there's any ice on the wings. And as always, if you are watching, I do have it up on my iPad, so please say hi if you are. So I'm going to leave this panel open. The switch is down. It's not going to come up anyway because the aircraft is powered. There is actually a light under here, so that helps. Let's hop on board and a flashlight. It would be nice if we said that we had cabin crew, if they were able to some cabin prep, etc. This is something that pilots will do on the road to keep the sun out and keep the furnishings of this very expensive aeroplane in tip-top condition. Well, it says somebody's watching. It says 2 people are watching. I think one of those is me watching on the iPad. So please feel free to say hi. Pop this, I forget about it. Quick lamp test, everything works. And we'll wait for the fueler. The circuit breakers all appear to be in. Down here we can do the lamp test. Circuit breakers all fine. And down there as well. So, to the seat. Let's go through all the hardware checks. Of course, these matter for the real aeroplane, but flight pubs don't have circuit breakers checked. Emergency equipment is there, can't really check it. So, up here, the hydraulic pumps, you can see there are all off. Nose steer down here needs to be off and matches. Landing gear lever is down and matches mine. Light spoiler is retracted and matches my hardware. ADG manual release down here is indeed stowed. map position lever matches. And we can go up here to the battery master.
Nose door. Nose door. Nose door.
Just cancel those warnings, and we should just about have enough light that I don't need the anymore. And we need to have a look and make sure we've got 22 volts minimum. Down here we have my pop-ups have disappeared, so I will set those up. A little bit. Will they do that? Will they just pop out and go to my external monitor? Bit of a frame dip. If that is those external outs, let's have a look. No, about the same. So these objects, spill lights. No real impact there. Do the same with this one, and then I'll put them on a little bit later. So, we do anything else? I'm going to start doing the fuel calculations. As you can see down here, we've got 360 on board. It's a little bit bright for you guys. We've got a block fuel of 6860 in pounds. So we need 3,400 pounds. It's pounds to kilos is divided by 2.205 approximately. So that's giving us 1542 kilos. Just need to know the fuel density. This fuel truck is annoying and killing my frames, so it'd be nice if that wasn't there. Guess we'll just be looking down here for a bit. I don't know. Oh, that's giving a interesting flicker on the stream. Sorry about that. Fix that with the screen capture. That should be a bit better. So, waiting for the fueler, who is here and getting connected.
Captain. Fuel truck is hooked up. Just let me know how much fuel you need. Or would you like to go tanks full today?
So, 0.809. So we take our 1542, divide it by 809, and that gives us just over 1900 litres. 1920 will do.
All right, I'm gonna go start up the pump.
Right, lights should be a little bit better, and frames are tanking with the CPU times for some reason. The plague that has, which is something that plagued me in the past. So it definitely looks like it's that fuel truck. Wonderful. Unfortunately, they're a little bit of a challenge to turn off. And it would be nice to have the ability. I don't know where this flickering's coming from. As you can see, so I've got about 30 odd frames a second here, and then you start to come up here and it tanks really badly. Interesting. hopefully when we get up and running, that'll make things a little bit easier. So, we've got no AC yet. Let's have a look down here. So battery, DC electricals checked, and Lyrex, left and right squib 1 and 2 OK, APU squib 1 and 2 OK, fail warning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fail.
Jet pipe overheat.
Perfect, and 6, correction, 3 red, 3 red, 3 green. So with that in mind, we can start up the APU. It's now 1909. APU start. Should be able to see the MFD on the stream. Yep, I can see it. So a couple watching. Please say hi in chat if you are. APU is on and available. Same as on the AC Electrics page. Go, everything comes to life.
Flight compartment checklist. AC and DC electrics.
So DC Electrics there, you can see TRU's 28, normal ampage, and the battery charger is working because the amps on the battery have dropped off.
Nav lights, logo light.
So the logo, I think, needs the AC/DC utility switch on, but the nav lights are on. I leave those on.
Cockpit lights.
So they are set, brightness is low, fine for now.
Lamp test.
It is of course down here, and we're looking at lamp test 1. Check all the lights. All the other lights, and we're left on the MCP. That is really annoying.
Duct monitor.
So duct monitor up here.
Bleed air duct.
4 switch lights, 5 warnings.
Bleed
What
air
I'm not seeing
duct.
there, so I've got to do it again, is I've got to box the CAS. There we go, duct test OK.
Bleed air duct.
Boop A. Boop B.
FMS database status.
Well, that's an easy one. Oh look, 50 FPS again. Dim this a little bit, get easier to see.
FMS flight plan uplink. ATIS.
So, menu, flight plan recall, the MSN number, because that's the manufacturer's serial number, because that's what I have set as the FIN number. And ATIS. Don't think there's anybody online here. FPB departure single, we'll send that, and then that's the weather as well. So, Paris Beauvais. We are going to Berlin Brandenburg, Echo Delta Delta Bravo, and the alternate is Echo Delta Delta Papa.
Anti-skid.
Anti-skid is armed, test, green light, anti-skid and test message.
Nose door.
So we know that's clear, obviously you want to make sure the fueler isn't there.
Hydraulic 3A pump.
Is up here, that on.
Brake pressure.
So inboard brakes, we're looking for 3000 psi. If you are watching, do say hi. There's a few people on. I have shamelessly set it so that if you want to comment or chat, you do need to subscribe, but I don't think you can blame me for that. So 3000 PSI we have.
Parking brake.
Push on the pedals, flip the switch, parking brake set.
Nose door.
That's where we'll go outside and close it. Get booted off VATSIM. This shocking frame rate. See the object getting killed there, which is a little bit odd. The lighting. Another poorly optimized X-Plane car, wonderful. So, nose door is closed.
Hydraulic panel and pumps.
That is up here. So, 1B comes on, gear goes off and goes white. 3B comes on, 2B comes on. Wait for those to all charge. Pressures and quantities look normal. It's not something you can currently service. $3,000 a whole lot. Goes back to auto. And hydraulic 1 and 2 low pressure will caution on.
Electric panel.
So Gen 1, Gen 2 off.
AC DC utility switch.
On.
Start ignition panel.
Up here all the switch lights are out.
Fuel panel.
Easy, 1, 2, 3, 2 green, 2 white. All the greens, that one comes out, stays on, one comes on, comes off. Cautions. In op and left and right pump.
APU LCV.
Is this one, is open.
10th stage isolation valve.
Open.
Packs.
Both on.
Air conditioning panel.
Just so you've got a better view of it here, you've got normal, temperature set, temperature to the cabin, and the RAM area is out, extinguished and guarded.
Pressurization panel.
So let's have a look at the elevation in Berlin. It's 156 feet, which 0 looks about there, so we'll just go one click up. And the pressure I have to work out from here. At 14 FPS, wonderful. So maybe I do need to turn down some settings at night or figure out just what is causing it. So the CPU is spiked, at least it's not. Which I think is what was happening previously. Haven't tried the beta, but maybe that's a little bit better. So the forecast pressure at Brandenburg is 1019. About 3010, so when we go back to look up here, 3010 is about there. So those are set. So man out centered, man rates all the way anti-clockwise, Westcon. In, manual comes on and is on the ICAS, out, full light, caption goes, emergency depressures, out, extinguished and guarded, elevation set, pressure set, and the selector is aligned with the pip.
Bleed air panel.
All off, all on.
Supplemental ground wing anti-ice panel switch.
Is down here and is in.
Cal anti-ice switches.
So push both of these in and look to make sure there's no cal anti-ice. There is not, so they both come out.
Anti-ice panel.
So big switches off, left and right heaters off, cals out, extinguished and guarded. These all the way down, set to test. 1, 2, 3, test OK. Back to reset. And then we are looking for those caution. Correct. No, we'll do detect first, ice caution, and then wing overheat.
Wing overheat.
Anti-ice check OK.
Wing overheat.
Emergency lights.
So they are currently indicating off. Put them on. And in reality, you'd then go and check the lights.
Passenger signs.
Those to on.
ELT.
Armed.
Glare shield panel.
Fine and set for me. Now the fueler is still there. I know what I've not done, and he hasn't come to tell me that, of course, I need to open these pumps. Okay, they all work. And now we're fueling. Well, that took a while to figure out, didn't it? I am surprised he doesn't come and tell you that the pump hasn't started. So the check was glare shield panel set.
Crew and passenger oxygen.
So for passengers we have 1850. For crew we do a check over here and over here.
DCU warning panel.
Out extinguished guarded.
CBR.
The test hold. Light should come on after 3 seconds or 5 seconds. There is.
Audio panels.
SPS is on. Audio panel is set. We're actually on COM2 and it's mirrored on both sides. And I'll sort the radios up later. So why don't we skip that check?
SPS system.
So we want flight controls. Stall protection is on both sides. Stab trim goes on. Go full stab forward. If you are watching, guys, do say hi. Thanks for the thumbs up. There you go. Disconnect. So we've got the flight controls page. We are then SPS test. Stall fail. Ignition AMD. Stall warning. D-switch works. Pilot cancels. Let go and everything stops. Easy enough.
Integrated standby instrument.
Looks fine to me. We don't actually have the weather yet, so I'm going to set the earlier weather 1011 and that'll be close enough. So the reason I'll do that is as a gross error check. The elevation at the Bourget is 220, 140, slightly out, but at least it's not a massive gross error.
Clock.
Set and reset, and UTC about 10 seconds behind.
EFIS, ICAS.
EFIS, ICAS checked.
Main landing gear bay overheat.
Is down here, so I'll check the fail first. Ding.
Gear bay overheat.
TOS warning switches.
See here, they are out extinguished guarded. We test.
Wide slope. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Interesting dips there, so I'm getting 40 FPS and then tanking to 20. Even though CPU frame time is really low, so something weird is going on. I don't know if it's something I've got running in the background or what.
Refueling is
I've only
complete.
just started up
Do you need
Pegasus,
anything
which
else?
is annoying because that likes a little bit of prep. So I'm not doing particularly well here. So, fueling is complete was the message. I didn't quite hear him. And we look like we've got 6750, I wanted 6860. That includes fuel overhead 425 and 30 minutes for ATC delays, so we have ample.
Okay, just one quick signature on here. And I'll
So
be on
we
my
got
way.
1919.8 litres uplifted, and that was at 140 a litre, giving us, just tell
Hello,
them to wait.
Captain. It's Jenny from Hot Start Flight Support. Your passengers have arrived. Shall I have them brought to the plane?
No, thank you.
Understood. Just call me when you're ready to receive them. Anything else?
Here's a copy for your records.
Always a pleasure.
Have a nice day.
Take care.
There you go, loads of things going on at once. So, happy we've been fueled. Let us turn around here. Turn those off before I forget. So, towards warning switches, that test was completed.
Pitch and roll disconnects.
Both stowed.
Ground spoilers.
They are in auto and match my hardware.
Thrust reversers.
The emergencies are out and the thrust reversers are armed.
Thrust levers.
1, full on 3, 2, 4, and 3.
Engine speed switches.
Both on.
Engine vibration check.
So we wait for that to go to 3.5 and stop. VIB on N2. Checked.
Oral warning. Smoke detector.
So we're looking for smoke toilet, smoke baggage bay we have,
Smoke.
and audio smoke.
Trims. Mock trim.
So, stab, back, stab 2 in op. I'm going to go for clacker in both directions. Something is going on in the background, and I'm not quite sure what it is. So FPS is swinging between 40 and 20. Maybe it is this vehicle. Clackering both directions, and then I'll disconnect with this side. Stab and Mac trim. Do the second side. Channel 1 in op. And on this side. And disconnect. So that's both operable and they both disconnect. Then we do stab 1 and 2, stab trim no caution, and no stab channel 1 or 2. Mac trim goes in, no caution. Pitch as required for takeoff, we'll use about 6, relatively light. I'll do. Full movement of the other 2 I'm not going to do.
Yacht dampers.
1 and 2 on.
Reversionary inhibit switches.
Now extinguished and all set to normal values.
IRS.
We can set that and check that one here. Look, 3 in nav.
CPDLC.
So I don't see anybody online, so I'm just going to complete that check.
TCAS.
That was the wrong one. On the code, test. See it here.
TCAS system test OK.
Excellent. So thanks very much. Got something in chat. Interesting. Well, BattleAxe, I'm glad it's not just me, although it doesn't help. Hopefully, it might be something that's fixed with the performance improvements in the next version of 12. What is it? 12 that's in beta at the moment. So yeah, something's going on. And maybe it's in the background. I've got quite a few things running, of course. I've got OBS to run the stream. I've got Valanta running, Borderless Gaming. I've got the pop-out monitors and Pegasus. So, you know, quite a lot going on. But to swing massively, I know you guys can't see the counter, but to have CPU, I think there's definitely something CPU related going on. Anyway, hopefully once we get out of here, it'll be alright. So the last check was TCAS done.
ATIS and clearance.
So as far as I can see, there's nobody online. There's no ATIS, so let's at least get the weather. So terminal weather, I will scribble down, and it was at 1900 30 minutes ago, so there might be another update. But it was 120 at 10, Cav OK, which is good. Temperature of 7, dew point of 5, and QNH 1010. So let's set that. Because I set it so low. And 100 was close enough. So, where's the aerodrome reference point? To have Le Bourget at 220 and us be 100 foot lower is a little bit of a dip. The reference point is at a very northern runway, so that is perfectly feasible. 173 and 147, yeah, so there is a bit of a gradient. Good, gross aero check complete. So, no clearance, looking at the flight plan, is giving us a departure from runway 09. That seems reasonable. My understanding of Paris airspace is not particularly great. So let me just have a look on two things. One is VATScope, just to see what anybody else is doing. And there is indeed nobody else online. There's not a huge amount of traffic to these airports. It's good. And then I can have a look at flight radar to see if just to see what's being used in reality. So obviously Le Bourget is relatively quiet. It looks like they are indeed using the 09s at Charles de Gaulle, which certainly makes sense that we would do parallel departure. So, let's have a look at the airport layout. 09 is the shorter of the runways. At only 1800 meters. That'll be fine for us. Anything longer will be a little bit difficult, but that's fine. So, no clearance, but I'm happy that we'll use 09. And to prompt my brain, what I'm going to do is set the runway QDM, which is 084. Is very slow. Use my hardware, especially when the frame rate tanks. Oh look, up to 50 FPS there. Insane. Something's going squiffy. This was one of the reasons that I stopped streaming. I thought a new graphics card might help. There we go, 084. So, having a look at the departure, it's DeepCool or RANUX. I think it's DeepCool. I haven't had a look at the route yet. And initial climb is 4,000, so let's set 4,100 to remind ourselves we're cleared. I'll do that now just to get it out of the way. And double check the ATIS here. There is no ATIS. Can do is set that up, get going.
FMS flight plan, wind update, perf.
So you can see the flight plan. Secretary has loaded, so we are going from Bourget to Berlin with Echo Delta Delta Papa as the alternate. We are going to RANUX. Good. Then we are going direct to VALEK, direct LIPNI, direct November 858 to LIMGO, direct BITBU, Zulu 140 to ODVUX, direct MASEK, Tango 278 to KLF-VOR, and then an arrival with, looks like an end transition, which we can look at in the cruise. We've got enough time to do that. So, happy with that route. And we've got the 6 Juliet. 6 Juliet, jets and props above flight level 195. Excellent. So, let's do Perfinet. We are going to have 3 passengers, but actually with 1 cabin crew. Gonna have 4 people's worth of weight. No, it's not in pounds, is it? So 100 kilos, 220 pounds. Can't be able to get a fuel message because it's calc fuel not sensed. That's good enough. Flight level 410 is our cruise today, and our alternate is 260. So VNAV defaults I have not set. 1945. No, at this rate it's probably going to be 8 o'clock. So reserves, our reserves are actually 870, so the real final reserve round up to 1,000. Go to VNAV setup, and we're not going to do that, we're going to do 300, 78. Same on the way down. Transition altitude is 5,000. Cruise speed is correct. And you can change these defaults, I just haven't got around to it yet. 3 degrees is a bit steep, so we'll try 2.7. Wind update, let's do that on the menu. Update our ETAs. So, wind update, perf we've done.
Takeoff data.
Let's do our takeoff data. So, the outside air temperature. Okay. Outside air temperature was 7. Wind was 120 at 10. Crosswind from the right, decent headwind. 6078 feet. 60 on the chart, close enough. 1010, yes. So that's giving us field length of 3455, so we've got ample runway available. Now I think there's a climb gradient for airspace. For ATS purposes, 5.5%. That's in feet per nautical mile. I can't be bothered to work it out. I'm happy that it's only an ATC restriction and we're going to be climbing like a rocket. Again, that you can change that to give you a percentage. I have a feeling that in the US, that's what's on the charts in the US. So I'm going to pop 91 in for later just because it's easy. Thrust limit, we're going to use full power thrust. For takeoff we're happy with distances, so we'll send through the V-speeds.
Avionics and charts.
So PFD raise, PPOS, ICAS window, yes, and raise over there. Correct charts, I've got them on my iPad separately. And feel free to ask any questions if you have them. I'll do my best to explain.
Flight instruments. So,
there goes the frame. So let's have a look down here. Does that help a little bit? So we hit Toga. M1TO, flight director comes alive. We're going to arm nav because it's an RNAV departure. Set our target speed of 200. There's no speed limit on the climb out apart from 250 below 10. Standard, and that's for collision avoidance. Bird strikes. Another reason why we've got flashing landing lights on this jet. Apparently it makes the birds avoid you, or makes you less likely to hit them, whichever way round it is. So nose slightly down, a little bit to the left, but sensible. 207, that is a roughly sensible heading. FMS1 is our nav source. V speeds, V1 113, VR is 121, V2 132, and safety speed is 152. 200 is bugged and set. TOTO left side flight director. LNAV is armed. Out select 4100, which we will change once we get to the threshold, assuming that nobody comes online. VSI 0, 1010 is set, and N1 TO 89%.
departure briefing.
So departure briefing on the ground. We are sort of halfway down runway 21. I think we will just come out of here, turn right straight away, carry straight on, cross runway 0321, all the way out. Then there's a no entry, so we'll do a left turn and we'll be at the very end of the threshold of 09 with 07 next to it. So we don't want to take 07, we will take one 09, so there's a hotspot down there, making sure that we don't pick the wrong runway. We've got 084, the runway QDM set, and we will check that before we depart. The SID is relatively straightforward. Initial climb is 4,000, which we've got bugged. We're going to climb on 084 to 570 or above until we get to Papa Bravo 090. That's a right turn, 095 to Papa Bravo 093 to keep us clear of Charles de Gaulle. Then to 094, a left turn to Nepar, and then on to RANUX. I'm going to expect that nobody's going to be online and we'll just go straight up to cruise from there.
Emergency procedures.
Not appropriate for this trip.
Pins, covers, chocks.
I've done them except the nose chock, but you know what, the brake is set, and in the real world people take their own chocks out. Wonderfully tanking frame rate. Hopefully we'll get out of here and all will become well. So let's get the passengers on our way.
Hot start flight support. Jenny speaking. How can we help?
Hello Jenny, can you bring the passengers out please?
Understood. They'll be there in a couple of minutes. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Always a pleasure. Take care.
So, I've got a flight plan mod, that's the winds. Do that. Pins, covers, chocks removed.
Cabin lights, water heaters, master seat.
That's all in the back.
Flight compartment checklist complete. Audio panels.
So, nobody online. I don't think we're going to speak to LFBB. So, we are on COM 1, mic 1. Happy to listen on COM 2. And we're now on Unicom.
Engine start checklist next.
For some reason my iPad has gone back to showing chat. So 5 watching. You must all be pretty bored. Or I'm doing a really good job. Excuse the view. So, a little bit hiccupy on the SteelSeries mic switch there. Just rearranging my desk. Trying to get the iPad in my eye line so I can see if anything comes up in chat. And yes, I could have got the passengers on their way a little bit earlier. I'm sure they wouldn't mind sitting in the back, sipping champagne before they go off to Berlin. So 13 FPS is what I'm getting here. I think OBS is sapping a little bit of CPU, but not that much. Excuse the background there. Adjusting the headset.
Engine start checklist. Doors.
So that could be the van arriving.
Hello, Captain. How are you today?
Very well, thanks.
That's great to hear. Well, we're all set back there, so we can get going anytime.
Get the door shut.
Closed. Parking brake and prep checked and set. Fuel quantity and balance.
So as you can see down here, we are £200, 400 is the limit for taxi takeoff and landing. I will just sort that out in a moment.
Beacon. On. Fuel boost pumps.
So what I'm going to do is this on, there is no one to talk to.
On. Ignition.
It's an even day, and I think we used it for the last time.
Engine 2 start.
So we'll do the hand signal. Check to start 2. Clear to start engine number 2. So it is now 1944. We have 6730 pounds on board. I'm starting engine at number 2. Switch light on, ignition's on. N2 is turning. Oil pressure's increasing 20%, less than 120, and one's turning fuel on. Fuel flow increases, ITT increases, and oil pressure is increasing. A little bit slow because it's cold.
Fuel system.
Both pumps off. Right's running, so we're looking for left low pressure caution. There's the pumps. There's the left low.
Engine 1 start.
So, just to start engine number 1. Clear to start engine number 1, starting engine number 1. Lights on. Pressure N2 increasing. 20%, less than 120, and one's turning fuel on. Fuel flow increasing. ITT's increasing, and oil pressure is increasing.
Engine start checklist complete. After start checklist, next. After start checklist. Generator 1 and 2.
So both available online.
On, checked AC and DC. Ignition.
So AC both normal. DC all normal.
Disarmed. Packs. On. 14th stage. Open. Cowl anti-ice. On, check 45 seconds. Flight controls.
Ready to go traffic, altitude 25, landing runway 08 right.
Full forward, full aft, full left, full right, full left rudder.
Visual traffic,
Ground
East Germany
spoilers.
812, Bernage, departing runway.
So auto, no deployment, disarm, no deployment,
On
armed,
the
ground small is deployed,
Mike departure.
auto and stowed.
Flight spoilers.
So all up, light to half, stowed.
Cowl anti-ice.
On,
Supplemental ground wing anti-ice.
dispatcher.
Test on. Fuel balance.
So within, but we'll sort that out.
Trims.
1, 2, 3 set for takeoff.
No steer.
There are no chocks in. I can double check that using the hand signals.
Armed. APR.
Test 1. APR, and test 1 okay. APR, test 2 okay.
ADG unit.
It's down here. Light comes on, goes out.
Supplemental ground wing anti-ice.
Waiting on that. Whilst we do that, I'm going to turn off the port light. Turn down some of these lights. So 152, waiting for that. Supplemental test okay. There it is, a little bit late.
Cowl anti-ice.
Can now come off.
Off. Wing anti-ice. Norm. 14-stage isolation valve.
So we check it opens. It does. Check it closes. It does.
Wing anti-ice.
Is okay. Left and right heats and yellow N2s.
Checked. Off. ATS. N1 TO. ATC TCAS. TARA. After start checklist complete. Taxi checklist next.
So one over here, we're going to do a right turn out here along Charlie, along Alpha, all the way to the end.
Taxi checklist. Taxi lights. On. Wing and cowl anti-ice.
Not required.
Brakes and steering.
LBG traffic. I don't even know what my call sign is because I haven't written it down. So fraction 142 Mike. LBG traffic, fraction 142 Mike, Challenger 650, taxiing Charlie Alpha, hold short runway 09, LBG traffic. Clear left, clear right. So the airplane just breaks away. Brakes work. So full steering is available.
Traffic ground 325, vacated runway 08 right and crossing runway 08 left.
Maybe it's the lights on the vehicles, I don't know. If anybody else has any ideas, I'd love to hear them. Settings are quite high, but what's quite annoying is not being able to turn down the airport vehicle density, for instance. So we'll do full checks once we further down on the turns.
Reverse thrust.
So left works. Right.
If taxiing the de-ice, pause checklist here until
Yeah.
paper de-ice checklist is complete. Flaps. 20. Altimeters. Set and cross-checked. Radar weather. On. Takeoff briefing.
Left-hand seat takeoff, and I've got not running in real time, so let's see, what can we minimize? Nothing, really, which is waiting for LBG traffic. Fraction 142 Mike crossing runway 03 traffic.
Approaching 2-1.
So let's slow it down because I just got disconnected. Now that's interesting. Actually, oh no, I thought it might be X-Pilot that did it there. So 15 FPS. Short of it being something that I need, I don't know. Something outside is killing us. Is it the scenery? Doesn't feel like it. So why is it when we look down, it drops? Something's pretty poorly optimized. I've got frame times in the 300s for each individual thing, but then the frame itself tanks. Nothing down here. Played around with antivirus, and so this was one of the reasons that streaming became such a do this. So going from 17 looking ahead to E50, somewhere is happy. A wonderful distraction. So a little left turn here. So sat at the hold with 17 odd frames a second. Don't think it's going to get any better. Yes, everything is turned up, but the fact that I can get looking down here and the frame time just tanking. Is it lights? No. There's something somewhere is causing that. And I'm not going to be able to get back online as we solve it. Now I can turn a few settings down. So I guess we can get rid of those. Get rid of that at night, see if that makes any difference. I don't think it will. Apologies for testing this out, but you can imagine how frustrating it is. I'm sure it's as frustrating for you as it is for me. Any better? And the answer is fractionally, but not really. So how about world objects down a little bit? And having played around with these other times, it doesn't seem to make a huge amount of difference. Concern. Though it may very well be OBS, for instance. Is that a bit better? Fractionally, but not by a lot. It's gone up maybe 2 or 3 FPS. So, are there any stream settings? So the video bitrate is 10,000 kbps. Hardware is AMD, should be fine. Balanced encoder. So I'm just going to move that down a little bit and see if it makes any difference. I don't think it does. No real difference. So something's hammering the frames enough that we're going to end up with. And interestingly, changing the streaming settings doesn't. So we've still got a frame time going through. I'm at a loss, so hopefully whatever it is cured in the next version. So I'm going to give it a go. The irritating thing is we can't do it online, and even if I turn these settings down, these both down, if we're still at 15-ish frames per second, then there's not a lot I can do. And I do mean it when I say I have played around with the settings, and they seem to not make a huge amount of difference. So there we go, we're up to 22, 23, which is just enough to get us back online, but the frame times are still wrong. So the CPU is given 250, so the GPU is 230. The frame time is at the 400s, 500s. That's what's limiting. So no idea why it's double. If any of you geniuses in chat have any ideas, I would love to hear it. But let's get back online. Let's have a look online and see where everybody is. There's not a lot going on, so we'll get going. So we're actually almost on time. There's no point rushing for an extra minute. We've got 6:40 as we get going. No, and the frames are down to 17 or 18. Bourget traffic, fraction 142 Mike, departing, lining up, taking off runway 09 on a RANUX 6 Juliet departure, the Bourget traffic.
Taxi checklist complete. Before takeoff checklist next. Before takeoff checklist. Passenger signs. Advised
Down
on.
to 16 FPS again, wonderful.
On. Pros. On. Windshield heat. On. Wing and cowl anti-ice.
Not required.
Continuous ignition. On. ATC TCAS. TARA. Supplemental ground wing anti-ice panel. Checked. CAS. Takeoff config OK.
Checked.
Landing, pulse, recog lights. On. Before takeoff checklist complete. After takeoff checklist next.
Approaching 09. Approaching runways.
So this is 09. We do not want to follow these to the other one. And it's 8 o'clock bang on. That was our scheduled time, so
on runway 09.
Minimum fuel is 50-50 and we've got 100 more. Let's go. Checked.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
Safe height, safe speed. Still accelerating. Flaps up. Trim all over the place. I know, there we go.
After takeoff checklist. Landing gear. Up. Flaps. 0. Thrust reversers. Off. Ignition.
30 FPS there.
Off. Pressurization. Checked. PAX transition.
Oh, now we do need the
completed. N1.
anti-ice.
Climb set. APU generator. Off. APU. Shut down. Passenger signs.
We'll leave them on for the moment.
CAS.
Check to clear, and we are now following our route. So 20 FPS, which is wonderful.
After takeoff checklist complete.
So, accelerating, happy, we're a little bit high on the pitch, so let's sort that out. On the smoothest of climbs, and we'll get up to 250. There are 23 frames per second, so something is going on in the background. Maybe I just need to reinstall Windows. Frames per second. A little bit slideshowy. I'm just going to use VS to select pitch. Try let's go above 10. Set a final cruise for 410. There we go, 30 FPS, that's a lot smoother. see, not even full power climb. So we'll just maintain that pitch. Really does sap the enjoyment a little bit. Wonderful, there we go, the Star Wars raid has ended. We'll accelerate to 300. Nice comfortable 30 FPS and some smoothness. And the logo was on, can now come off. Down to 24, 25 again. Something is just hammering it in the background. I've checked antivirus, I've checked everything I can think of. Maybe the deck angle's a little bit steep there. So, pressurization check. Cabin out 1600, 600 feet a minute rate of climb, delta P is within limits. Temperature's 21. Everybody's happy. Probably going to take a leak in a moment just because I think we may end up in some airspace in a little bit. Time is still higher than the limiting factors of each individually, so I have to say I'm at a little bit of a loss. So I'll just stay with it until we get to top of the climb. Let's have a look and see if I can see who is online. So it looks like once we get into German airspace we're going to be online, and we've got a rough ETA for those. So Brussels, Hanover 2021, so not that long. There's a lot of traffic at Berlin. Are any of the smaller airports still open? I don't think they are they? Oh, that looks a bit bumpy. Can't see outside, so probably need some anti-ISIL. And I did forget to turn the head shake down. I do like fighting with it. So obviously Tempelhof has not been there for a long time. Everything's Berlin. It used to be it's not Tempelhof, is it? Tegel. that's closed. What that's going to become. So that was us over Nepal, we direct to RANUX, yes. An ETA in a minute. So we think we took off on time. So Nepal should be at 08. About a minute behind schedule. And X-Plane is not running wonderful. Don't know if you can quite see that message in the right hand corner. Doing. Too bad. Passing 300. There we go, bang into smooth air by the looks of things. I can see stars again. Hey Stefan, thanks for joining, thanks for saying hi. Sorry about the faff. Like I say, I really don't know what it is. Something somewhere. Hammering those background processes. Or maybe it is X-Plane, I don't know. I've tried turning things off, I've tried on streaming. OBS doesn't seem to help, but OBS also doesn't really seem to be hitting much. So I'm lost to what to try. I don't really know AMD drivers particularly well, but there's certainly nothing that I can see in there. So as I say, if anybody's got any good ideas, I'm willing to try them. Because it certainly takes the enjoyment out. It means that I just end up not streaming. Any other reasons for having not done it for a while. Right, everything seems groovy. Turn those off. Pan back. How long is it going to take for us to get to cruise? I think I've got time for a quick bathroom break, because I'll be back in a minute. I hadn't actually gone, I was just updating the log, and as you can see there's a little bit of traffic in front of us, which is one thing that is really impressive. So this is CFG, what's that as a call sign? They're going to Frankfurt, from Fuerteventura. Condor, they're at 36,000, so they should be showing on TCAS. I can see them, but they're not on TCAS. Where is that? TARA, above and below. Isn't that interesting? They can't be 12 miles away, surely. I find that very odd. Definitely online. Definitely being injected in because I can see them. I'd at least expect them to show up, seen as they are. Right, in front of us. Isn't that weird? Their cruise is 469. What are we doing over the ground? About the same. Interesting. No idea where that would be. Anyway, we've got VALEK next. Have I got traffic on? Obviously terrain doesn't work. Oh, interesting. So is traffic not being shown? Why would that be? Oh, there we go. Somehow managed to not press the traffic button. It's been pressed. What caused that, I wonder? Idiot. Traffic not shown. That might be because I cycled through the transponder earlier, mightn't it? User error, as always. Told you I was rusty. So frames are dropping again for no real reason. Does doing that help? Yes. And the actual sim frame rate is bouncing off 50 down to 10 digits. It's literally all over the place. So I have no idea what's going on. I know you can't see the frame counter, it's just off the screen. I can. Right. We haven't got long. Right, I'm going to go quickly and then come back. I mean, it's less than 20 FPS. Oh, but looking outside fixes it. Great. The headache has returned. good. So, almost at top of climb. There's a fair bit of traffic ahead. Can't quite see. Oh, 25 miles is a bit far. Can we make those out? No, I'm not sure if it renders. Whatever the X-Pilot settings are. But yeah, the frame rate is just bouncing all over the place. Maybe it is OBS. I don't know of any other streaming software that is lightweight. I think OBS is pretty lightweight, so it's a bit of a pickle. So top of climb was at 19 with 5340. Feels a bit more fuel than expected, and about a minute or two late. No Brussels online, but I am going to expect to contact me from the Germans. Can you see? No, you can't. That's the pop-up directly on the stream. Circle it. Who have we got out to our left? Someone? Can I see them? We know. Nice little slideshow going on. And we're overhead VALEK at call it 20, so 2 or 3 minutes late. 5300, still got plenty of fuel left. LIPNI's right here, and that is the FIL boundary. That is 21, so we are 3 minutes late. So Hanover, Echo Delta, Victor Victor, they are not online, as far as I can tell. What I will do is, let's turn on this one, shall we? Then we'll go to the ATIS. We'll start auto updates and get what we need. Now is as good a time as any. Oh, I did. 134085. So that's something else we didn't do, was begin today's flight. Everybody's speaking over each other.
Hello, Alitalia 1317, flight level 330. Can you hear me? Ryan, good evening. UPS 274 passing 220-250, default B2. UPS 074, identify, climb by level 350. Climb 350, UPS 274. Musket 125, you identified, Alitalia 1317, Langen. Alitalia 1317. Kilo, on the frequency. Frequency. Identified. And radar, Alitalia 1317, right check. 1317, I read you 5, how do you read me?
Oh, wonderful.
Eine von einer Sierra Lima, proceed to Glasdorf, Kilo Lima Foxtrot. Quebec Kilo Lima Foxtrot, 3 minutes for Sierra Lima. Not 3 per kilo, contact, correction, München 133, decimal 5
Yep. Not a word in edgeways.
It's Peanuts Delta Echo November Uniform Tango. UPS 274, proceed direct to exhaust. Climb level 330.
So it should be BITBU where we're contacting, but we are almost there.
Romeo Delta, flight level 2304240. 4 Romeo Delta, hello, you are identified. Climb flight level 29, direction. Climb flight level 250 for now, there's traffic above. Say again, please, Romeo Delta. 250, traffic above.
Come on, let's read it back, let's go.
4 Romeo Delta, climb flight level 250. Climb flight level 250, Condor 4 Romeo Delta. 359 is my echo, the better.
Oh, wonderful.
Your what? The echo. Ich verstehe es nicht.
Right, good evening. Fraction 142 Mike, flight level 410, BITBU.
Guten Abend, French 44368, flight level 380. French 44368, you identified. Right control, Ocean 2 Alpha Lima, flight level 320. First fraction 142 Mike, you identified. Proceed direct to Glasdorf, Kilo Lima Foxtrot.
Direct Kilo Lima Foxtrot, fraction 142 Mike. That's a big shortcut.
Can you read? Altalia 1317, sorry we had a pilot problem. We are with you, flight level 330. Hello, you identified. Lufthansa 63 per pound, frequency. Lufthansa 63 per pound, go ahead. Hello, you are identified. Lufthansa 43 kilo on frequency.
Let's do that.
Nova 768, contact Langen Radar 125.2, bye bye. Langen 125.
And that's the beginning of our arrival.
Übrigens, mein Antrag war X-Ray, descent for level 250, it's 3000 or more. Descent for level 250, 3000 or more, X-Ray. Awesome, 2 Foxtrot, monitor Unicom, goodbye.
So it's information golf
What is that Unicom, by the way?
at 90, at 50.
Climb flight level 290, Condor 4 Romeo Delta.
So ILS Zulu.
Lima, contact München 133.565, cheers. 133.565 for 90. Lufthansa 5 X-ray Yankee, there is no Pata ATC available, Bremen is not covered at the moment, monitor Unicom. Go to Unicom 112.8, Lufthansa 5 X-ray Yankee.
So 129 is ground.
260 Mike identified.
705.
Ocean 2 Alpha Lima, flight level 320, position Laro. Ocean 2 Alpha Lima, hello, you are identified. Cleared Impax 5 Bravo arrival. Descent via star, level 250. Cleared Impax 5 Bravo, cleared via star, flight level 250, Ocean 2 Alpha Lima.
And we have 1205.
Langen Radar 125.2, reach level edge, das available.
Cover okay. Dew point is -7. That's right.
Level 461, climb for level
8.
330 and proceed direct to Domo.
Set. No sig. Happy. So 1018 gives us
Section 4, 142 Mike, score 1000. Easy 7690, Mike check. Thank you, 5.
about the same. Fine.
Fraction 142 Mike, score 1000.
Score 1000, fraction 142 Mike.
French Post 4368, monitor Unicom, bye bye. Unicom, schönen Abend noch, French Post 4368. Geht so. Right, Delta 1283, ready. Delta 128.
So, 27 minutes direct. Let's have a look at the arrivals.
330 and confirm direct Deton for Delta 123. Thank you.
Names are still being murdered.
Continue to 990, Lufthansa 990 kilo.
So, ILS Zulu for 24 right.
Italia 1317, request 5 minutes out of contact, please. How many minutes, sorry? 5 minutes.
Now, is that realistic? That's coming ODVUX.
You also please give me 5 minutes, step boy. Not your turn. Natalia 1317, direct 10 go and report back, please. Direct 10 go and report back, Natalia 1317, thank you. 286 November Echo, wait for station 3 back. You can proceed direct 10 go and then report back, please. 5 minutes maximum.
So 443.
5 minutes maximum, 286 November Echo, thank you very much.
So Delta Bravo 443 is us. Let's have a look at this arrival. So it isn't going to be.
Did I give you direct class of running? Kilo Foxtrot?
Affirm, direct Kilo Lima Foxtrot, fraction 142 Mike.
Perfect, thank you. I just forgot to put it in the text. Time 8071, are you on this frequency?
So, discontinuity there, 12,000, flight left. So the transition level, let's put that in. So that is correct. Defaulted to US. Fine, identical. Then our inbound is 481. Yep. Stepping down. X220. 61. 462. And these are all aboves. I think we'll end up. I'm not sure if we'll end up giving a shortcut. And then 443, 443. So just close those off. Route 24 right. 24 right. 1099. Schoenfeld. Can tune up via where we're going direct to 11515. And actually, there's Brandenburg and Schoenfeld DME.
Yeah, of course, report back, please. 2 minutes maximum, you will be handed over. Romeo data. 9 Echo Kilo, proceed direct to class door. I already gave it to you, disregard, sorry. Musketeer 125, descend for level 300.
NDBs, no, none on nav. Yeah. So Cat 1 is 354 for the minimums. Contact Langen 125 decimal 2, cheers. 125 decimal 2, Ocean 12, Lima 24. 6 Kilo, contact Langen 125 decimal 2, cheers. 360 for a Cat 1. RVR's fine, weather's fine, 1018. 8071, contact Swiss 133 decimal 050, cheers. Maybe just the quantity of X-Pilot traffic, I wonder? Is that what's killing the frames? I mean, I can't see them, so I don't know where it would be. Not for you, content code.
Easy 7690, can I step away here for like 5 minutes? Yeah, of course, I'll back.
So,
I'll report back, thank you. Easy,
ground is on COM2, which will have something when we get there. And that doesn't match the chart sheet. That doesn't match the charts. Where are we going when we arrive? So 24 right. Maybe going to the old apron. General Aviation Terminal is actually on the left. What have I got? 121.705. Yeah, that's fine. So that works as well.
contact München 133.565, cheers.
So 120030 is the tower. There goes the frame rate.
133.565, Condor 4 Romeo Delta, Dankeschön, Abend noch.
I know this is the slow way of doing it.
Italia 1317, back in cockpit. Italia 1317, thank you.
So switching over to COM2 does help because you've still got approach on COM1.
Correction, climb flight level 330 and proceed direct to Exos. Climb flight level 320 and direct Exos, Anstellung 2 Romeo. Sky Travel 461, contact München 133.565, cheers. 133.565, Sky Travel 461, thank you, goodbye. Radar, hello, Swiss 5 Charlie Papa, give you a request for that line.
It's nice and busy at least.
So 5 Charlie Papa, hello, you identified, stand by.
So setup wise for the approach, I am relatively happy. We may end up a little bit high.
Thank you.
So I've got top of descent in time 0 and 104 miles.
Sorry, what's on that line? Last station, come again? Lufthansa 3 Echo Romeo, out of cockpit 2.
And I'm 84 miles to destination. With 205 to Curler. Something's going squiffy there.
290 is fine and we report back Lufthansa 3 Echo Romeo again. Eine Romeo Uniform now for Danish Unicom, cheers. Switching to Unicom, ciao. Ryzen 390 Romeo.
Interesting.
Turkish 35 Whiskey, descent for level 260.
Is this the font bug?
Turkish 35 Whiskey, descent for level 260. Musketeer 125, descent for level 260. 260,
So 200, is that sensible? I mean, it looks it.
Postman 409, contact Swiss 133.050, cheers. Swiss 133.050, Postman 409, cheers.
So how can that be? Definitely not 20 minutes out.
Contact München 133.565, cheers. 133.165, Lufthansa 190, kilo, bye bye.
Not helpful.
You're going for a call, request out of cockpit for 2 minutes.
Are we going to the right?
Going to Papa first, descent for level 300.
Look like picking it up on VOR, so...
Level 300, to Papa. Station out of cockpit, again, call 10 only.
No, looks sensible, looks in the right place.
Volker Romeo, ja, ich habe jetzt gerade ein bisschen Blödsinn gebaut. Traffic information on your monitor position. 15 miles, a company 320 out of 320 descending 300. Minimum distance will be approximately exactly 5 miles. Yeah, hier sind Zeit, Hebel 2 Romeo. Roger, I call you back once you're clear, then you can go to cockpit. Stand by, please. Roger.
So we still have a lot further to go than I thought. For whatever reason, we are being shown 84 to go. Something squiffy there. I'm surprised Brandenburg VOR is being picked up at this distance.
This is 5 Charlie per pass, subclimb for level 340, traffic crossing above. Stop climb at flight level 340, 65 Charlie per pass. Right, Servus, Lufthansa Triagon, send back. Dankeschön, Contact Swiss 133.050, tschüss. 133.050, Lufthansa Triagon, mit Lage für Service, schönen Abend dir. Turkish Triagon, Whiskey, Unicom, tschüss. Turkish Triagon, Whiskey, Tech, Unicom, answer to that night. What's your next waypoint? Next waypoint is Swamp. Thanks. Unix Volker Romeo, climb for level 370, approved, report back. Level 370 approved, report back, Unix Volker Romeo. Guten Abend, Edelweiss 31, Yankee Hotel, flight level 340. Edelweiss 31, Yankee Hotel, einen schönen guten Abend, identified. Lufthansa Sober Fate, Monitor Unicom, goodbye.
Bit of ping pong for the data link. Let's have a look, shall we? So it's now hotel 2020. Yep, there goes the frame rate. Wonderful. So I might get booted. No, I won't. Great. So still ILS Zulu 24. Right. After vacating, we will contact. What?
507, good day. View surf at level 350. Ocean 507, hello, proceeding to TEDCO. TEDCO 507.
So,
showing NXP Zulu, no speeds, 3 speeds.
Contact. Ground. 129505. My bad. We could end up with one or the other, right? So what I will do then is 121705 is set.
176 proceeding to Glasdorf, Kilo Lima Foxtrot.
505, and that's for the ground. So left is 7, left is 121, and right is 505. And I'll set that up. So currently on left, switch to right, fine, I can manage that. Any other change?
Fraction 142 Mike, contact München 133.565, tschüss.
München 133.565, fraction 142 Mike, bye.
Alitalia 1317, contact Swiss 133.050,
There's no... Oh yeah.
Correction, Alitalia 131.
Right, 133.565. München, good evening. Fraction 142 Mike, flight level 410, direct Kilo Lima Foxtrot.
Angel 142 Mike, München Radar contact, hello.
Good. Right, so the wind has changed
Maybe get 5 to 10 minutes of cockpit and report back.
Still cav okay.
Approved, report back.
Plus 5, minus 8.
Contact 4 Romeo Delta, contact Bremen, bond 36.
018 set. My brain is slow with this frame rate issue.
136.450, Condor 4 Romeo Delta, thank you, bye. 6 Romeo Lima, descend to flight level 300.
What I might do is try stopping the stream.
Echo Kilo with me? 900 Echo Kilo, go ahead.
But I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it back. And with 7 people online, it would be a shame to do that. But this frame tanking is a headache. So, I'm going to apologise in advance. I'm probably going to kill the stream and kill OBS to see if that helps. If it does, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, to be honest. And if it doesn't, I'm not quite sure how I'll get it back. So I'll give it a go, and then at least I've got some time to get the stream back if I need to. So thanks for your patience. Bear with me.